You know I love recognition. You know I love the opportunity to be able to recognize you guys at any particular time that we can. And so we're actually going to get into a little bit of recognition now. Now this is a really, really important recognition, and you know, we love the opportunity when people move through the compensation plan to hit what has always been the highest position, but is still one of our most important positions in our company in the compensation plan, and that's National Marketing Director. And of course, you know, we've had this year where we have beautiful team that have been working and leading the way to be able to hit this. So I would love now to be able to recognize some of our new national marketing directors this year. First off the go here that I have is new NMD, National Marketing Director, Matt Thompson. Can I see lots of hearts happening here? Matt has been around the JP family now for 5 years. You may know him from working alongside his wife, Shani, and supporting the Babes in Business community and team. Prior to Matt joining Juice Plus, he owned and managed and ran a successful construction company, which was able to apply his skill set to the Juice Plus business and contribute to the growth of their global team. Also to their program, the Health Style Emporium. Matt now finds his passion in building people rather than homes. Outside of Juice Plus, Matt and Shani love to live an active lifestyle and travel as much as possible. They were very fortunate enough to take their Juice Plus business on the road in 2018, where they traveled on their honeymoon to over 25 countries in 11 months whilst growing the Juice Plus business. Small fact, met Matt at an MGAB seminar before I'd ever met Shani. So can we hear some awesome wisdom from Matt, and can you give him lots of congratulations as we go to his video?
Hey guys, Matt here. I'm really excited to be able to chat to you today on today's live event. Before Juice Plus, I own and ran a construction business here on the Gold Coast. It was the type of business that most people probably aspire to have. We were doing about 35 new homes a year. We had about 55 guys a day running across our sites and 5 admin staff as well. My vision was to actually double that, but with the growth also came the growing pains. So a good week for me towards the end was one that actually didn't involve lawyers. It was a constant battle with subbies, trying to get them to hit the quality and just do what we're actually paying them to do. And also, not to mention, struggling to get paid. What most people probably don't realise about the construction industry in Queensland is that we have to give a 7-year product warranty. Now, I don't know any other profession where you have to give a 7-year warranty and there's no PI insurance. So the risk and reward really just didn't stack up for us. So why I said yes to Juice Plus was about 5.5 years ago. My wife came home with some Juice Plus capsules, and we started taking them then. And then 6 months later, she said that, hey, I actually think I want to do this for a business. So at the time, she was a full-time registered nurse. Some days she'd come home crying because some old people at work were bullying her. So that when I saw her doing this business, thriving and having a great time and helping other people, I just thought, you know, why not support it? What's the worst thing that could happen here? So she hit a certain point where she actually surpassed her full-time income as a registered nurse and then took this on full-time. And I remember the conversation she had with me. She asked, what do I need to do, or how much do I need to earn for you to not build anymore? Because she could see the constant pressure that I was under and stress and effect that it was having on my life. So a couple of years later, basically she hit it, and then we were able to start slowing down the jobs that we had and then wrapped it up 2 years later. So all the subbies got paid, all the clients were happy, so it was a really nice ending. And so now I've been doing this full time with my wife for 2 years. Life looks very different. We're able to surf every day, walks on the beach, spend time with our puppy, and also I get to do my passion projects, which is boutique property. So what I'm excited about for the future is being really present with our kids when we have them, being there for the magic moments, and really, more importantly, I guess, is inspiring or showing others around the world how to do the same.
Well, I hope that you were all on your feet and cheering, just like we would be if we were all standing together. Well done, Matt. You're representing the boys very, very well. I know there's a lot of them that put their hand up now and saying, you know what, actually, this time next year, I'm going to be a national marketing director as well. Okay, let me move on to our next new national marketing director. You actually saw her getting her groove on earlier on. So, can I congratulate Kimberly Welman? Kimberly is a mother to 3 and wife to Ben and located on the Gold Coast. She joined the Juice Plus company just over 2 years ago to turn her passion for inspiring healthy living into a global business. She's since grown a team of wholehearted women, and I think many of them were there dancing with her earlier on. And this is kind of expanding right across the world. She prides herself in empowering women to find their inner light and to self-ignite. She's on a mission to create healthier and happier households while also showing women and young families how to embrace laptop lifestyles. Can we give it up for Kimberly as we hear a part of her story?
Hi guys, Kimberly Welman here. I'm so excited to be here with you today and share a little bit on my story. Before I started this business, I felt like a hamster on a wheel, just going round and round and round in life in a constant state of rush, busy being busy, and overwhelmed. And I had no real purpose outside of being a mother and a wife. We hit a time in our lives when we had a traditional business that made us feel so uncertain, feel so trapped and so capped. And as a young family, that's a really scary place to be in. And the thought of slaving away in that traditional work for another 30 years before we got to actually enjoy the fruits of that labor just gave, just put this big gray cloud on my husband and I and gave us this knot in our stomach that we didn't like feeling at all. We wanted more. We wanted more for ourselves. We wanted more for our family. And stepping into this business has given us that more that we were looking for. That growth, that purpose, that passion, the time freedom, and also the financial abundance. Feeling limitless rather than trapped or capped is a truly liberating place to do life from. And probably one of the greatest gifts that I've been given in my journey so far is the ability to be able to parent with more presence in my own home. I've learned so much on my journey so far, and my greatest piece of advice that I'd love to give you today is just to know that you are worthy of being you, that you don't need permission, that you don't need a title to shine, that you are rewarded and recognized for just being your authentic self in this space. And when I say that, I don't just mean all of the good, fun stuff in life, right? I mean the pain, I mean the challenge, I mean the imperfect past that we all have. Don't hide that away in this space. I did for so long, and it kept me playing small. When I went out there and shared with my true voice and my true heart, I exploded and my business exploded as well. The lessons that you've learned from your challenge in life, they are often someone else's survival guide. So go and give them. That's what we get paid to do in this business. We get paid to take care of people through health and wellness and through their life as well. So a great mentor once said to me, to have a leader's head, you've got to understand people. You've got to be there for them. To have a leader's heart, you've got to go and love on people, provide them with the love and the connection rather than the significance. And to have a leader's hand, you've got to go out there and help people. And we have a beautiful gift where we get to help people every single day. So where to from here? I look forward to my husband and I being able to retire into this business rather than retiring out of something in 30 years' time. We're excited to raise our children in this beautiful community that we have and expose them to the personal development and the mindset work that we get with this as well. I feel like that is just this incredible bonus that we get in this business. And I'm so excited to continue feeling part of an incredible team, of a community, of women cheering each other on and being there for them and feeling supported. To all of my wholehearted women, ladies, This is for you. We did it through one of the toughest years ever. We've linked arms stronger than ever before. And while I might be the voice up here sharing today, NMD is a team effort, and this is for you. So thank you.
Wow, again, goosebumps, hey? I hope that you were taking so many notes. There's just so much gold being dropped here already. Thank you so much, Kimberly. Well, we have another new National Marketing Director to be able to recognise. I'd like to congratulate Brittany Yallop. Britt was formerly a junior solicitor. Having spent 6 years in legal education, she believed that success could only come from climbing the corporate ladder. She joined the network marketing profession with no prior experience, building a global team of over 200 women. 6 months ago, she launched her collective business movement, coaching health holistically and business driven by community. After experiencing overwhelming personal grief throughout her journey to here, she continues to inspire resilience in the face of adversity. As she continues to empower women to live the life of their dreams, she most definitely leads from the front. Congratulations, Britt. You're an amazing young woman. Let's hear part of your story.
Hello, everyone. This business came into my life when I was an incredibly unsure, overworked, unfulfilled junior lawyer. After 6 years of education and climbing the corporate ladder, I believed to my core that this is what I needed to do in order to have success in life, both financially and to build the time freedom that I thought I would be achieving once I hit the top of the ladder in the corporate world. Originally, this business came into my life when I thought I could just have it as a side hustle and maybe it might pay a phone bill here and there. But instead, I had a new community of women that inspired me. They challenged me to be the best person of who I was. And they continue to challenge me to achieve the things that I wanted to achieve in this business. I took a chance. I dared to dream about what this could be for me and those that I love. And that's what it was. It was a chance to dream for me, and it was something completely different and out of my comfort zone that has absolutely changed my life. 1 year into this business, this community and this group of women that I surround myself with and now call my family held me through the most difficult time of my life. After a year doing this business, I lost my fiance to a car accident. In a time where I just wanted to sleep, I just wanted to not be awake, I wanted to be alone and not speaking to any person, and I was in my darkest hour of need, this business and this community and these people are what got me through. So between the sleeping tablets, between the nightmares and what you could never possibly imagine that I went through during that difficult time, I got to work. Because I realized something important along this way, and that was that helping other people with their health and with their pain made my pain feel better. And so that's what I did. I built my business at 3 a.m. overseas. When the medication wore off, I got to work and I did my whiteboard, I drew up my new goals, I drew up my team's goals, and I focused on something positive because that was the only positive and that was the only light that I had in my life at that time. I built a community of women that today are my lifeline still, my family, and who I can call some of my best friends that I never would have met because they're around the world or they're around this country, and I never would have had a relationship with them if it wasn't for this business. And eventually, I learned the valuable lesson and how precious time really is. So I wasn't going to waste a second of it doing anything that I didn't love and anything that didn't serve me, serve others, or that traded my time for money, because I had the valuable lesson of learning how fragile life can be and how important each moment in time is as well. I can tell you that I've had more failures than I can count on one hand. I wanted to throw in the towel and return to my place of darkness on so many occasions. I've cried so many tears. I have been unsure of myself throughout this whole process. But instead of giving up, I've faced these failures with resilience, and I've learned that in the face of adversity, I can choose strength. Because if there's one thing I've been blessed with enough to learn on this journey, it's that nothing good comes from comfort zones. And I've learned that everything comes from rising when it hurts the most. And so today, I stand here as a new National Marketing Director, building community over smoothie bowls, with my girlfriends and brunches, growing our Her Collective community and team. I spend my time exploring the beautiful Gold Coast instead of my corporate concrete jungle with my partner Kieran. And I take each difficult step out of my comfort zone every single day with my late fiancée, Bryn. So I promise you this can be an opportunity of your dreams if you allow it to. And I promise you that the challenges and what is worth it in this business begins at the edge of your comfort zone. Thank you.
Well, I know that for many of you, Britt's story will have touched your heart as it has mine, but it's actually the very reason why we do what we do. You know, so many people, post about the shiny houses or the shiny cars, but it's the community that come around, each and every one. We've got so many different stories of our community coming around, recognizing and wrapping people up through some of the hardest parts of their lives. That is why we get to do what we do every day.